Hey everyone, I'm Shannon. I'm a licensed professional counselor and a mindset and mental wellness coach for ultramarathon runners. It has been a long time since I've created a video on what I wear during ultras and the kind of gear that I use. So I figure since I have Laurel Highlands Ultra, which is 70.5 miles coming up on Saturday, that I would go ahead and show you some of my favorite go-tos and what I'm going to be using on race day. So today is Thursday. I like to, and the race is Saturday, I like to get ready about like 2-3 days early to make sure I'm just not forgetting anything for the race. And I've been running ultra marathons since 2016. So I kind of know how to throw everything together, exactly what I need to be able to do these sort of events. So let me go ahead and show you what I have put together. I'm gonna pick up the camera real quick so you can see everything that we're gonna go through. I have no idea what happened to my phone tripod, but hopefully I find it. So anyway, here we go. Let's talk about race day stuff, what I'm going to wear. So the race is starting super early in the morning at 5 or 5:30. Trust me, I know. But it's going to be probably a little bit chilly. So on the way there, I'm going to have some warm clothes. Of course, when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to put my race clothes on, and then I'll put on my warm clothes, wear them to the race, and then once I get checked in and I'm walking to the start line, I'm going to take off those warm clothes and have them with my husband, who's going to be crewing me. All right, so here's what I've got. Start with the race outfit when I wake up in the morning. So as I'm getting dressed, all right, I'm going to be putting on my squirrel's nut butter, all right, on my feet mostly, and then also on areas I know that's going to chafe. So it's like sport bra, whatever, right? So I start with that, like the basics, the under stuff. My socks, I always do Injinjis. I've been wearing Injinjis probably since 2017. Okay, like my second year of doing this. I have the base layer and then the normal over top of that. And that literally takes care of just about everything that I need. And then I will have on my trail gaiters, the ultra trail gaiters that are going to go over my shoes. And I've worn these for a few races. The Superior 6, nice lightweight. Also already super dirty and very beautiful, right? But I won't put those on till I'm getting close to parking the vehicle. Again, my husband's going to drive. So once we're getting 10 minutes away, this stuff's going to be going on. Otherwise, I'm going to be wearing nice, comfy UFOs. All right, and I'm going to put these back on after the race. And let's see. As far as other clothes go, let's look at that. So I bought these super, super lightweight Ultimate Direction shorts. And they're very, very short. And let's see. These are part of the, what is it? Designed by Athletes for It. No, I think it was Amelia who designed these. So I bought these. I love them. I bought one of her tank tops as well, but I'm not wearing that during the race. But I do wear my clothes. So I did Glacier Ridge Trail Ultra 50 miler to prepare myself for this race. So I wore these during that race, and that was the first long run that I've worn these in. I wanted to make sure they worked, and they're great. They're so lightweight. They dry really quickly. I was doing a training run at Laurel Highlands the other month, and I fell on my butt in the mud, and these actually dried out really quickly. So that was good. And then, of course, my Laurel Highlands shirt from 2020. I cut the sleeves off because I don't like t-shirts. I don't like having stuff around my arms. I just don't like it. So I'm gonna wear this. Super excited to be sporting that. Same with my buff, Laurel Highlands buff from 2020. Oh yeah. Okay, so that I have to charge this. It was yelling at me earlier. Chorus Pace 2 needs charged. Oh, of course, bad water hat. Can't go anywhere, do anything without a bad water thing. And then I like to have a backup buff. And this is for, like, chafing, actually. So I'm going to carry this in my pack. And if I'm having, like, pack chafing or bra chafing, something like that that I cannot reach, I have this nice soft cloth, and I can unfold it and make it as big as I want to, and I shove it where that chafing is, and that's going to be that extra buffer. Works perfectly. Okay, so that's a really good hack. Carry an extra buff with you to help with the chafing. Okay, next thing. So we've got my clothes during, with the shoes. I am going to take these micro spikes. These are the Yak Track brand, the micro spikes. I'm going to take these because I do expect mud. It might not be muddy enough for me to want to put these on, but we will just see. We'll just go with it. You know, I'll have them. Why not? Why not have them? Same thing with my Lucky trekking poles. I'm going to have them just in case. I don't expect needing them for a 70-mile race. This is more like something I use for a 100-miler or something with like a whole flip ton of elevation gain. I don't know if I'm going to need these, but I don't think I will. I'm okay with the first 3 climbs in the race, which has the most significant amount of elevation gain. And I did that section the other month when I was there. I was completely fine, wasn't winded or anything like that, so I'm not at all worried about needing them for the first climb and saving my legs or anything like that. Otherwise, like, you know, if you're doing that race and you feel like you want to have that extra power, do that, but also keep in mind, like, it is a single track trail, and that part of the race up until like the 3rd big climb is still a little bit crowded, and I do not like having like trekking poles around other people with trekking poles. It's too much for me. I would rather just like hike up like I normally would. So that, okay. And since we're on clothes, let's talk about my other clothes. Okay. So I'm gonna be using this for the crewing. It's just my luggage. It's a nice hard luggage with wheels and it, you know, zippers. Then my husband can just carry it, and all my stuff is gonna be in it. And you know, it's gonna be like clothes for afterwards. You know, warm clothes for afterwards because it's gonna probably be nighttime when I finish this sucker. You know, warm. Okay, so just like a warm clothes outfit, something comfortable to get into after busting my butt on a trail all day and part of the night. I'm going to be wearing this long sleeve probably in the morning at the start of the race, and as you know, we go up to the up the hills and then to the first aid station, then I'll probably get rid of this, give it to my husband, and then keep going. I did that at Glacier Ridge, and that worked just fine. If I got too hot, I rolled up the sleeves, but I was still like actually pretty cold because my hands were like My arms and hands were actually turning red because it was cold enough. So we'll just see. Um, my little raccoon t-shirt to change into later too. It's gonna be super comfy. A friend and client gave this to me. It's a Pacer shirt. So I paced her at Rabid Raccoon 100 back in March. So I have that. I love it. Also for the ride home, like losing my voice. I was just on a podcast. Lily Trotter's compression socks, super long. These are the knee-high ones. I love them. It's great. I'm going to have a longish car ride home afterwards, and I want to keep like my legs compressed since I'm going to be sitting and recovering. So that KT tape, because who the heck knows what, but if I need it, okay, I have it. I mean, when I was there in 2020, I rolled my ankle really hard. Not that the KT tape would have saved me at all, because there was so much damage done there. But yeah, that I have it if I need it. As far as headlamps, light sources go, so it's gonna be dark when we start out. I have just a very cheap headlamp. I could take this if I wanted to in the beginning, but I'm gonna be wearing this Petzl headlamp here, and honestly, okay, I like this, but it's not bright enough. I cannot see. Like, my eyesight is so bad in the dark. Like, I'm the type of person, I don't drive at night because I can't see. I don't know why, but it's been that way my whole life. So I'm thinking for Oil Creek 100 this October, I'm gonna upgrade. I'm gonna drop the monies on the next level up headlamp of this Petzl and get the really nice one. But yeah, I'm gonna have this and possibly like hold this because I have that much trouble seeing. I don't know. Or I'll just use my cell phone flashlight, and that'll be great. Okay, next thing, at nighttime though, when I'm getting tired and I'm not having a pacer, so I'm thinking I'm definitely going to use the Kogella. So if you've seen these, they are incredible and they are very, very bright. And this is like my go-to light at ultras, the long ones, 100-mile plus ultras, and you use this and you will blind anything in your path. It's like being a semi-truck. Like, I will become a semi-truck at Laurel Highlands. So that's great. I could also charge my phone. How I'm going to have that set up in my vest. So, like, what I do for that, let me explain. Because I feel like nobody explains this, and it's different because just about every running vest is different. This is one of the newer ultimate direction vests. So typically I will put the battery pack where a bladder is going to go, or not a bladder, water bottle, and it'll be in there, and then it will magnet. Either I'll put it on the outside or I'll magnet under my shirt and the light will be across my waist. Something like that it's usually how I like to attach that. And then as far as this new vest goes, I'm a huge fan of it. I put one of my Badwater pins on it there. Okay, I love that. Snacks. I organize them in like categories and I stuff them. This thing has like more pockets than just about any running vest I've ever had. But I did opt for a smaller bladder this time around. I've done the really big bladders, especially for like FKTs. I have this smaller one and it's just lighter and it's so much better. So, when I come into aid stations, maybe the most thing I'll need is just some water. And then my husband knows exactly what to do and what to have ready to go for me, so I can just basically grab and go unless I need water. So that's that plan. I'm not going to bother doing like the switch vest in and out thing like I thought. I'm not feeling it this time. But well, not feeling it. So that's fine. That can be another time. Okay. And then speaking of like husband and what he's gonna do, so this is gonna be a new thing to try out. So I want to see how it goes, if I like it. These disposable cups. So like when I come into the aid station, the main thing I want is pop or like the Gatorade or Tailwind or whatever it is that they have available, and pickle juice. So like that stuff. And then I like to also take stuff to go with me. So I will probably have one of these in each hand, one with food, usually fruit or something like that. When it gets late at night, maybe it's going to be ramen, who knows, and then a drink. And those are going to go with me. And then whenever I'm done with them, I use the little loop thingy here, and I will clip it to the front of my vest. And then that way, when I come back in to see Steven, I get the 2 more and I give him the old one. And I also have to remember to get rid of my trash, because I am really bad at remembering to empty my trash in my vest pockets. So great, got that. And then let's see, what are we missing? Oh, the fueling box. Okay, well, I did get out my headphones. Like, okay, so I used these at the end of Glacier Ridge the last 20 miles because I couldn't find a pacer. So I was like, all right, I don't ever use headphones for a race, so I'm going to use them and I'm going to see how it goes. And it worked perfect. So having music to listen to keep up my pace and to keep me moving forward and, whatever, all that good stuff. I'm considering taking these. I'll just take them, in case. I'll put them in my vest somewhere where I can easily access them. Take them just in case I want them. In case I'm feeling like some music, right? Otherwise, I don't bother. Even on 100 milers. My soft flasks. I'm gonna have one on me, and then the other pocket's gonna have my phone. More space for snacks. That's what we like. And then I can trade these out because the bladder in the back's gonna have water. This is gonna have scratch. So I'm taking a couple of scratches. Again, in the morning. I forgot about this. Yeah. Sunscreen. Do that. And then spray on sunscreen for during the race if I need it. Because it's looking like we're going to have some nice, hot, sunny weather. Which, yay. And probably lots of mud. Okay. And then, so inside of my suitcase that my husband's going to have, I'm going to have this little dollar store fueling bin full of stuff. Okay. All sorts of snacks in here. S caps, anti-fatigue caps, all of this stuff. Like, I individualize baggie it, and it goes in my pack, in the front where I can reach it. And like, that's, I have like 2 of each of those every whatever, like 1 or 2 hours as I feel like I need it, especially when it's hot out. So yeah, just a bunch of delicious, like mostly hammer and scratch products in here. And then yeah, tomorrow or later after this video, I'll go ahead and just stuff my vest with stuff. And then yeah, that'll be what that's like. So anyway, I think I covered everything, guys. Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't think I've missed anything. I think we're good to go. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something that might help yourself out at your next race. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me and let me know. And I am accepting new clients. So whether you're just struggling with life stressors and feel overwhelmed, we can talk about that. We can work on your race planning, your mindset, your strategies, dialing things in, making habit changes, working on anxiety, burnout, injury, whatever it is really you're going through. I've talked about just about like a huge variety of topics with people. So if you need someone to talk to and you want to work on your goals together, contact me. Ask questions, visit my website, finishstrongermindsetcoaching.com, and learn more there as well. There's also free mental wellness resources. And yeah, that's everything that I have. Take care and happy running. Mama.